Hey everybody, it's Carrie. I am actually just dropping by really quick to say something to you, to share something with you. This is totally unscripted. I did not have AI write this for me. This is totally ad lib. I just want to share with you in a video really quickly how much Leverage Your Art has changed my life. I write about it all the time. I talk about it all the time, but I wanted to just share a heartfelt video with you really quickly. So I used to be a film and television graphic designer. I used to design stuff like movie props and signs and things like that for movies and TV shows. And I did that for 16 years. And I've also worked as a freelance graphic designer for years. I did contract negotiation, illustration, things like that. Here's a really great little moment so you know that this was not scripted. This is my cat, Edie. Oh, she looks mad. Why are your ears back? Why are your ears back? Anyway, this is one of my cats. Anyway, she likes to help me with stuff. So what I'm trying to say is I had a background in graphic design. I actually have a graphic design degree. And I decided in 2021-ish, a little bit before that actually, that I wanted to quote unquote retire from the film industry that I'd been working in for 16 years. I really loved that career and I got a lot out of it, but it was kind of starting to burn me out. And I wanted to go out on my own again. And I really wanted to be a freelance illustrator and surface pattern designer. And I wanted to see my art on real products in real stores, not on a fake movie set. But I had no idea how to do that. So what I started doing was I discovered Spoonflower and I started uploading some patterns to Spoonflower. And I started, putting some illustrations on Society6 and Redbubble. And, I was starting to kind of dip my toes in, but I really had no idea what I was doing. And I started taking some Skillshare classes and I love Skillshare. I think it's amazing. It's an amazing resource. But I was having a really hard time looking at like the big picture of like, how am I going to build this business and really this brand? I hate to sound cheesy, but how am I going to build this brand? And I had no idea because let me tell you that surface design and, illustration as like a freelancer, and just working in the surface design industry, whether you're licensing your art or you're selling your own products, is completely different from being a graphic designer. It's different from the fashion industry. It's different from advertising. And I had no idea. And I was not a spring chicken. I was in my 40s. So I thought, I've done a lot of different things. I can figure this out. And I will tell you right now that I was stuck. I had no idea. And then I started seeing all these classes everywhere that were not on Skillshare that seemed really overwhelming. And this was a few years ago. There were less than there are now. But I started seeing all these like classes everywhere. And I was thinking, which one do I take? I don't know. Like, I know how to use a lot of the software already. I knew how to use Adobe Illustrator. I hadn't really been using Procreate that much, but I had no idea like which class would be right for me. And I also felt like a lot of the classes were teaching me things that I already knew. So I didn't want to pay for, a drawing class when obviously I wasn't like, I always want to learn new drawing techniques and I wasn't like a, crazy illustrator, amazing illustrator back then. But I thought, well, a lot of that is stuff that I'm going to learn on my own just by drawing. You just have to learn by doing and just practicing and drawing what I saw in front of me. But it was the business side of it. Like, how do I get in touch with these companies? How do I figure out what companies to get in touch with? How does art licensing work? If I want to sell my art on real products, whether that's print on demand through my Etsy shop or, actual physical products that I wholesale, how do I do that? Because there's a huge, learning curve in that. And that was when I discovered Leverage Your Art. I found Stacy Bloomfield on Skillshare, and there was just something about Stacy that really drew me to her. She seemed so sincere and honestly kind of goofy and kind of just like laughs at herself. And I loved that about her because she wasn't all, she's polished and professional, but she wasn't like so unapproachable. And I thought, you know what, like if she can do this, I can do this. And she just felt like a friend holding my hand. So I took the leap and I enrolled in Leverage Your Art in 2022. Up until that point, I was kind of piecing things together and trying to figure everything out on my own. And again, I wasn't going in blind. I had a lot of experience, but I still was like needed to know a lot of the business side. And let me tell you that I was amazed at how much business information was given to me as part of Leverage Your Art. And it covered the gamut of selling your own products, pitching, working with clients, licensing with companies, how all that works. And, I was just blown away. So, and finding your signature style, because I'll tell you, I worked for someone else for so long and I was kind of all over the place. I was trying a bunch of different things and I, really wasn't listening to my own inner artistic voice. So I took Leverage Your Art and I hit the ground running and I started pitching my art. And long story short, I am now licensing my art with companies like Target and Bed Bath & Beyond and Wayfair. And I also am an Etsy star seller. I do really, really well with print on demand products on Etsy as well as physical products. And I have a thriving print on demand business now on multiple platforms aside from Etsy. But all of this stuff, especially the stuff about art licensing and pitching, I really feel like was something that Stacy taught me in Leverage Your Art that I would not have learned anywhere else. And it was incredibly helpful. And I will tell you with 100% honesty, I credit Stacy Bloomfield with the place where I am in my career right now. I credit most of my success. Obviously, it's my own grit, it's my own determination. I'm the one who made it happen. But I credit what I learned from Stacy Bloomfield and Leverage Your Art with what got me to where I am today. So anyway, I just wanted to drop by and share that with you really quickly. I felt like this would be a lot more personal than me just writing, writing something to you. You can see my face. You can hear the sincerity in my voice. You can see that this is coming from my heart. And I really want you to be able to learn all the powerful things that I learned and get the same tools that I had so you can get to where you want to be as an artist on your journey. So thank you so much for watching this. Yeah, I hope you'll be able to enroll in Leverage Your Art. And I will see you guys later. Bye.